here we are, we got our basses out. My name is Mark Dinas. I'm a bass player. My bass, which has gotten a lot of use, is a total piece of crap. I took the wire that your cord is supposed to go into the little thingy, and I went all the way through the guitar right into the thingamajiggy, and it's wired direct, and the knobs don't work. The knobs do nothing.
Cosmetic.
So whenever a friend of mine is playing my bass and they're over there, they're turning the knobs and working on their sound, it's always very humorous.
Gotta wing it in.
That being said, I got this bass from my buddy Jerry Rongo. He gave it to me after he lost the bass that I loaned him, that he loaned to another guy who sold it to Buzzle so he could buy some liquor. And I'm in Buzzle's 30 days after the fact, and I'm walking through the store, and I look down, and there's my bass. And Buzzle's, I go, Buzzle, what are you doing with my bass here? He says, so-and-so brought it in. I give him 30 bucks for it so he could buy a bottle. So my buddy Jerry felt bad about that, and he gave me this piece of crap.
So does it have a name on it at all?
Yeah, it's the Dinas Party Master.
No, what's it say up on the headstock? Made in China, I know.
It's a Hondo. Oh, it's a Fender. Look at that.
There's no way. Is it really?
It says Rogue. Anyways, very briefly before I move on, I'm going to be serious for just a second. It's being a bass player and a musician has always been a lot of fun. We've certainly had a lot of good times together. Me and Phil have done at least in the dozens, if not hundreds of gigs. And me and Mike have had our fun. I remember the night we played at the Yankee Loft with Kirby Cox on the bass. Remember that?
Kirby.
And we got to the end of the first song, and I thought, oh my God. And what happened? They clapped. I don't know if it was because they felt sorry for us or what, but I'll take it. All right, we're going to move on to the next bass player. One of you guys, Joey. He brought a bass with him, and Joey's a real bass player. He plays for a band called the Hogs. They're amazing, and you've been semi-pro or pro for like a long time, right?
I am Joy Bonavita, and the bass been very, very good to me. I play it in front of people who adore me and pay me large sums of beer. Also, I play on the internet in a band called the Mental Detectors. The bass I have today, this is my real voice, is a very unique, although I didn't realize Phil was going to bring one probably more unique than this one. It's a Fender Aerodyne jazz bass. It's unique in the fact that it was never produced in America. This is a Japanese-made bass that's imported to America. However, this one is a not-for-export model that's only available in Japan, but I got it on the internet. And it has some features that the American basses do not have. It has a pickup configuration of a jazz bass pickup in the back on the bottom and a precision bass pickup in the front, which is similar to Mike's bass there. It has binding, which is this white outline, which is unique among Fender basses. No other Fender basses have that. And I bought it just a few, less than a year ago from a local fella who got it probably on the internet. Ever since I got it, my other bass has not left its case. This is a beautifully made Japanese instrument of the highest quality, and I'm very happy with it.
I'll go next.
Yeah.
One day, two traveling musicians came into my kingdom and said, "Your Majesty, we have the finest bass guitar in all the land that we would like to sell to you." And they said, "Look at its form and look at the styling of this magnificent instrument." And I took it and I played it, and they said, "This is the most magnificent bass sound we've ever heard. Your Majesty, you must be the finest bass player in all the land." And everyone applauded when I played, and they always say, "Your Majesty, you're the finest bass player in all the land with my new bass."
Very nice.
Hey, I had to give them something, huh?
Yeah.
There you go.
Here, you want to talk about this one?
Well, where do I begin with this
Well,
cubist
maybe we'll go
bass player? This is an awesome looking thing.
See? It's an Aria. Made in USA. Believe it or not.
Show them how it comes apart.
Aria. You see, and believe it or not, this is a maple neck on here. It's fretless with half wound strings. These aren't, they're a lot softer on your fingertips, and they give you more of that stand-up bass sound. And being fretless, you can get that slur between the frets. That sound going. There's no actual frets, so there's no metal wiring, they call it, which is the fret going across there. There's markings where the frets should be, and then there's still dot markings to let you know where the frets are, even though you can't technically feel them. So it's very smooth to play. Like Joey was saying there, this does come apart. It pops apart, these little pieces, which are foam-coated pieces of aluminum. They just pop right off of there. It's kind of neat. Now, this doesn't have an actual pickup per se that's, well, it does have a pickup. It's not the, what would you call it, the wired with copper wrapping?
It's not a magnetic pickup.
Magnetic pickup, thank you.
It's the type that we have in acoustic only.
Piezo?
Piezo, I believe is correct.
So anyhow, it's actually built right into the bridge, so it picks up the vibration more so than electronic frequency. I believe, is that proper?
Right. It's not dependent on the strings being metal.
Yes.
Like the other basses.
There is a 9-volt battery that I guess makes it active somehow, right? Mm-hmm. So at that point, it gives it more signal down the line into the amplifier. The tuners are down here at the bottom of the instrument instead of up here on the headstock where they normally are. But it's a very light instrument. I don't think this thing weighs more than 2.5 pounds. And even with these on there, this might add another, I don't know, I would say ounces more than pounds.
Actually, I want that bass.
So it's very nice. It's a beautiful little instrument. I'm glad I acquired it. It's unique.
Light is good.
It reminds me a lot of George.
You ready?
Okay.
Okay, bullshit. Go!
My name is Mike. I'm a bass player for 7 years. The bass I got here today is called a beginner bass. My first bass I ever bought from Giro Buzzo. It's called a little Cruise. It's basically a stand-up bass. Got my bumper sticker on it. Like I said, it's bass, standard bass. Got 3 knobs, volume, tone, and pitch.
What's it feel like when you're out there doing a gig and people are actually dancing to what you're playing?
It's heavy.
It's heavy, man.
I don't know. It's just nice beginner bass. It's just nice to bounce around. It's pretty heavy. You can throw it around, bounce off the back seat of the car, and still keep playing.
It's a good weapon. Adds weight in the wintertime.
Yeah, it's not bad. It's like just
All right,
called a
then.
Cruise. La Cruz.
There you go.
Made in Mexico. Actually, made in China.
All right, that'll do it for this portion of this show. But I'll tell you, if you made it this far, I'm impressed. Look at my fingers.
Actually, put your head right in front of him. It looks like you're wearing the wig.
Look at my fingers.
I wonder what that thing sounds like.